Well, hey there, team, and welcome back to Stationeers. I'll try not to drag my junk too much this time around, though I know people do appreciate me explaining what I'm doing, but we did do a lot of explaining on the plan. You know, we're going to do the vent last time. We set up the beacon, we've set up everything like that so we can go mining, basically. So there's really no reason not to go mining at night at the moment. I believe there's technology that will help you find certain resources easier, but I don't think, like, to be honest, that's out of my wheelhouse. I'm not someone who's played, I played a lot of this before I became a YouTuber. God, that's cringe to even say that. So my knowledge has its limits. But if you're finding this really helpful, like if you're getting something out of these videos, let me know, because there seems to be quite a quiet little amount of you that really enjoy it and lap it up. And you know, the feedback's always welcome. And if you have any questions specifically, I'm happy to sort of, you know, I'm not saying I'm an authority, but I have at least a small platform where I can potentially, I don't know, I can sort of signal boost ideas and thoughts around this game. Now, this is iron right here. This would be a good place to start, actually. I wonder how we're going to go with it under the foot of the lander, if that's going to create all sorts of physics problems. Alright, but we're going to be doing some mining because, just for clarity, for coming back... no, we don't have to turn it on at the back. We turn it on at the front. What am I doing? Put that away. No, just click it. Just click it, you fat head. There we go. It still held the thing. So, hydraulic pipe bender. I really want to get going soon. So we need iron, 20 iron, 2 gold, and 10 copper. 22, 10. Let's try and remember that. Alright, so that's starting to charge. See how it's blue and green? So more power going in than being drawn out. Excuse me, hiccups. Alright, so here we go. So we're going to go and we need to equip our tool belt.
Hunger, caution.
Well, hang on. Let's do that. Just while we've got it here, right? Let's just eat this whole bar. Yum. Oh, hang on. Oh no, I threw it! That was Q. Oh, I just launched that sucker! My bad. Let's put it back. You watch, I'm gonna find it like 10 episodes from now and be like, what is this doing out here? I just launched it into a small orbit around the moon. Oh my god. Okay, cool. So if we drag the mining belt straight on there, oh my god, how easy is that? Alright, so we go 6. We're gonna go, we'll pull out this tool, we're gonna turn it on, and we're gonna start getting on the iron. Okay, that's interesting. So it does move down. Now, there's a little bit of they've changed the textures, so this will be interesting, but usually the fact that it's got a little pop-up saying mine iron, but usually there's a texture, like there's cracks and that sort of, there is a texture that telegraphs that there's more iron around. Now, I think it's a 1-for-1 exchange if we're being perfectly honest. So, like we've got 28 iron anyway, so, oh there we'll grab a little chunk there. Alright. So let's go and chuck this in. We'll turn this off because you want to. It all uses power. We'll chuck this in the old doodacky. Turn it on. Turn on the furnace. We'll grab out this ore, and then bang, get smelting. Now you probably won't be able to see it, but this whole process, and if you just think about it, apply that little part of your mind. Well, that sounded condescending. That was more actually at my small mind, to be perfectly honest. If you think about it, it's essentially melting that. You know, it's going to turn it in. It's going to turn it into little ingots. But there should be a byproduct, right? If you think about it, and that byproduct is. Now, can we look at this and it tells us? Oh no, it's all done, just like that. That byproduct is like a gas. So there you go, 32 grams of iron bar, right? So we can put it in. We put it in there, boots. And if we were to turn this back on, there you go. It says 32 out of 20 iron, right? So we're good. We're good for iron. We just need some gold and we just need some copper. But yeah, what I was sort of getting at, there's copper over there. was that you potentially want to capture the gas if you can help it. Huh. I think that's gold actually, even though it sort of looks sort of silver. It's got that sort of you know, lead look to it. I believe that's gold. All right, so let's get some copper. Wow, that's worked out really well. After all my ranting and raving about having to set up a good little setup. Now, what I should do, I haven't really thought too much about this. This is more like you put it on the board of ideas on the whiteboard. I should, yeah. See, they've changed the texture. It used to be way more. It would telegraph way more that that there was like, if you keep drilling in this direction, there's more stuff. Interesting. I don't know. I guess it looks better now. Some sort of maybe like flag or marking system. See out there, it's already hard to see your base from here, Nate. I think the draw distance is a lot better than it used to be. Yeah, some sort of way to like mark it, you know, like we'll have to look into flags or some such. Just so we know. Now, what's this? Silicon. Oh, I don't really have a use for silicon yet. I think you can get nitrogen out of it as a byproduct. Mine's silver. That's actual silver. Oh, okay. Right. Oh, Jesus Christ. And yet, your fall down nose, that bloody hurts. Now, this is coal. It won't hurt to have some coal because, as we discussed, we do have a solid fuel generator. We haven't hooked it up. We should hook it up because a good part of any sort of engineering undertaking is having redundancies, having backup systems, right? And what we need is a solid fuel generator. We absolutely do. We should have a secondary reserve grid as well. So, like, if something goes wrong, if we run out of power in the middle of... Like, right now we don't have critical systems, but say we ran out of power, hypothetically. We've got to be careful we don't fall through the ground here as well, because there might be, like, an underground cave. Say you had some... Oh, it's just like that, actually. Say you had some sort of life support system your base was running on, and for whatever reason your grid failed and you needed power immediately or you're going to die. Well, you need the fuel generator at that point as well. This should be silicate as well. Silicon. More silicon. Some sort of uranium. Okay. We're gonna head back to base. Still need that. Still need a little bit of gold. Just a tiny, just a touch. You know? Way more abundant. Yeah, look, again, they've changed the textures. See, like that blockiness over there? The surface used to look a lot more like that, but here, like, at least up close, it's rendering kind of nicely. So, there's been a lot of updates since I last played this. I guess we could just get this thing smelting while we're in the neighborhood, right? Boots. Make the most of the power situation. And, oh geez, we're already quite late in the day. Now, remember I said we had a spanner and I thought there was no reason to have it? I just thought of one. Where'd it go? I mean, I could just use it. Oh my goodness, I freaked out then. There it is.
Jetpack on.
Wrench. Alright. But what am I going to do? I'm going to just leave it here? I don't know. Whatever. Yeah, that'll do. It's drawing a bit of power. I wonder if we can... Just while we're here real quick, we've got medium charge on this one. Let's grab that one out of the grid. Yeah, see if we can just put a little bit of juice in my life support one real quick. And this wrench here will actually, we'll put in a uniform, we'll just leave it loose sort of thing. That way we can use the mining belt and still like adjust the solar panel. Alright, we don't have a lot of daylight left and mining without light's a bit of a pain in the ass. What's going on here? What is this? Lead, hey? Geez, it would be good to find gold before we lose the sun. Oh, come on. Silicate. That's iron, isn't it? It looks... Yeah, that looked a little bit brighter. Here we go, here we go. Unless that's copper. Bloody copper. That could be gold. Or silicon. It's silicon as we get closer. God damn.
Jetpack on.
What's this?
Damage.
Jesus Christ, I went down too fast. Okay. Helmet and suit. Let's have a look at this. Shit. Alright, that's alright. We'll get out the sticky tape. Patch my suit. Patch my helmet. Alright, that's alright. Cool, not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world, just don't panic. Have I still got this bloody...
Jetpack on.
Jetpack off, please. What is this? Oh, it's coal. Having said that, we're still in a bit of a hurry. I don't... Oh, we didn't turn the beacon on either. See, this is how you die. Oh, there's ice over here. Good to know. We can still see the lander. Alright, you know what? We're going to risk it. We're going to biscuit risk it. And try and remember our facing. Is this gold? No, it's copper. God damn. I'm heading back now. I don't want to... But that's interesting. Straight out that way is ice. Because we're going to need that. So I'll just remember. Don't suppose that's ice as well. No, it's probably just silicon. Yeah, look, we might do another mission out. And you can see my suit's damaged. I don't know if you can repair suits more. Like, I think you have to manufacture new ones, so we just gotta be careful. Bugger. We really need that gold, you know? So I think we're gonna commit. I think we're gonna commit. Small battery with a little bit of charge on it. Can we put the big battery? Let's do that. Turn the tracking beacon on. Right. Always test your equipment. Don't make assumptions. Alright, let's put this here. What am I doing? Oh, I've turned... No, turn it on. No, no. Get out of all these screens. Oh, okay. Silly me. You gotta go like that, right? Scarlet Seeker, tracking beacon. Nice. Alright, well we can turn this off now. Come on, game, why aren't you letting me... Alright, that actually seemed a little bit buggy. The mouse wheel didn't want to select that. Okay, cool. See, copper again. Gold has like a... It's more like silver with little gold flecks in it. Oh, geez, what did I just do? I took off my backpack? Oh, God. Don't hold that button, team. That... Lucky of all the things I took off just then, it was that. 3, 5. Where are we going to put this? We'll just put this back in there. We don't need it. 4. We'll close it. 6. Open. Probably don't need the battery on for this. Alright, let's see. Alright, silicon. I hate doing this. Look at that. Did you see that it just disappears? You know? What is this? Nickel. Cool. Good to know. But you can get all sorts of like environment. I think like sub... Oh, here we go. I think. Silver. Bloody silver. I think this is even the silver that we started at. Yeah, this is our old hole. See, I've gone around in a circle. Without the sunlight to give me sort of a compass bearing, I get really, really confused really quickly. Oh, well, that's coal. Here we go. Finally. Jeez Louise. Alright, we got it, team. But it's good. Like, I think a good bit of terror of trying to survive on a really hostile... Well, not hostile, but an absolutely forgiving environment on your own, it should be terrifying. And I think that's, at least with me in the early days, and most of my mates that have played this, that's how most people die at the beginning. Is they wander off into the dark, they get disoriented and they can't find their way home, and then they inevitably just keep walking in the wrong... Like, they take a guess. And let's be honest, right? If you're really disoriented and you're like, I'm just going to guess the right way back, well, haven't you got... Like, just even from cardinal directions, you came from one of them and there's 3 more. You've only got a 25% chance that you're actually going to guess the correct direction without any sort of guiding... you know, nav aid or anything like that. So, like, the dumbest thing you could do is walk around in the dark. What you probably would do, I haven't really thought about it too much because I build in so many redundant systems so that I don't get stuck. But I should think about it because stuff goes wrong, you know. I would probably wait until the sun comes up. Having said that, like how I was walking sort of concentrically around my base, like it's not like I'd be like, oh okay, the sun was going this way when I left the base. That wouldn't be very helpful because I've probably already done a fat lap around it, you know. Same thing again, I need some way to mark this. We've got flares, but they obviously have a limited lifetime because I would love to come back, you know, good luck finding gold again, so at least I'm going to mine a bunch of it while I'm here. Alright, now what is that? Oh, that's volatile. We'll grab some of that as well. So this is, so it's a game at the end of the day, so these rocks sitting on the surface will not dissipate, but once I pick it up, if I use it by hand, like if I drop it out of my mining case, this will evaporate. I was going to say melt. It depends. It's on your perspective. It will essentially change form in the sort of in the sunlight, in the heat that you get from the sun. So it's sort of frozen in this state because we're at, like, you know, non-temperature sort of situation on the moon. I'd be so curious because I know this about playing this. I don't know anything about Mars or any of the other environments. Oh geez, wow, you get quite a bit out of here actually. Alright, well, see, and this is where you gotta be careful. Make sure you got your jetpack. Can we see the base from here? See, we can't. So let's not panic. Let's not slam into the ground at full speed.
Hunger. Caution.
Okay, that's problematic. Did we still have a bar? I guess the trick here is just don't panic. And let's not throw the bar into the abyss. Oh no, and turn that off as well, because that'll just keep using battery. Like, you forget to turn your oxy thing off and put it away, put it somewhere. Aha, there's our base, I can just see it. And it'll burn through, because making oxy's another thing as well. And what I'm talking about, like, a gas for your welder to work, because you need that to build stuff. So, actually, that's a good point. I talked about all the survival tools that we need. We need to create some sort of oxy production as well. Like, everything else, like, all this comes out of mining and that. But, well, look, no, you'd still need to make the right air-gas mixture, and I'm still not super clear on that. Presumably you could blow yourself up quite easily. Okay, so let's turn that off. Let's, I guess let's just put that back in. And the spare battery can stay out. And, where did we keep our spanner wrench thing? We kept it in here. Right. We'll reset this. One day we'll automate this. But geez, that's really not the priority right now. And we'll probably need a larger grid as well. Okay, so we can put this in there. Alright. And we're going to bung our gold ore in there. We might as well just cook it all up now. I believe it takes a lot longer. It's a big power draw to manufacture the gold, but it's got to be done. Well, we only need 2. Actually, it's probably already done 2, so what you can do is you can just cancel it. Will it not? It'll stop. Yeah. It was halfway through cooking a bar. There you go. 3 bars. Bang. Hydraulic pipe bender. Let's go. It should only be able to make 1 anyway. You can queue up multiple things. Now, I'm not certain. I know that it'll make pipes, which we're going to need pipes anyway. I'm assuming that it's going to make a passive vent. We did look up vent in the search bar. I mean, unless it will only respond to passive vent. I could be going on a wild goose chase right now. I'm actually a little bit scared now that I say it out loud. I will research this thing once that's done. So that takes quite a while. I don't know if it has to be all done in one go as well. Like if your grid crapped itself when it wasn't done, will that cancel? You know what I mean? Can you have a half-produced thing? I don't know. Okay. So meanwhile, we've got this sort of framework lined out here. That's going to drain into there. We're going to end up making this room larger. Let's just... So if you ever do run out of power on your whatever you bloody call it, your drill, you've got a hand mining tool. Oh, that'll do for the moment. We should be able to just place the foundation like that. Nice. We'll probably do, yeah, we'll just do it in a big old block like that. Again, there's a lot of reasons for this. One, like for example, if we want to, even though we're going to have a manually recycling airlock, if we do want to cycle, say you want to exit this room, right? And you want to go into the airlock, which is going to be full of air, potentially at, you know, a significant pressure. And then you pump it back into a room that was only 1 square, so like the same size. You're going to essentially double the pressure, which could be dangerous because I won't, you know, what's the pressure profile we're going to be running at that time? You'll blow the walls off. So it would make sense to have a smaller sort of room. In fact, at first we'll probably just pump it straight into the room, but that raises, as I say it out loud, that raises a good point. What you would really want is to have it pump into a system that can then regulate the gas in the inside there. But again, we've got to do baby steps one at a time. So charge low, let's pull that out, swap, put that in. Nice. And that'll just charge for a bit. So this is still cooking. Nearly there. I don't think we're going to go mining just yet again, so where's my belt? We'll swap them. 4, 3, 6, and then let's get the oxy torch out, and you know what I mean? Like we do a bit of busy work while we wait for that thing to finish. Boop. Boop. Oh, okay. That's getting there, you know? Slow and steady. So we've got sort of our base that we're going to work with there. Now this should be done. Before I set it up, I'm going to... Oh my goodness, I just got launched against the edge. So we're going to use this... Where's the search function? Is that it? If I say, like, passive... Okay, good. I was terrified that it would... That the vent... Yeah, look, there is no vent in this one. I don't think it'd be... The other sort of major thing that you can build with is the electronics sort of bench. Actually, let's just pop that there because we're gonna need both of these actually. So let's just bring them across. Let's do that. You know what I mean? Stay with the method. Let's get the oxy torch out. Right, we'll do that. We'll do that. Remember when I said that we're not going to need to do any mining? I was wrong. 6. God, okay. Like, I'll admit, it's all very fiddly, but... I don't know, for a game that wants to really simulate doing two-handed work, like putting this thing in that hand, and... I think it's pretty good. Like, at first, very fiddly, but then I think to myself, oh my god. I don't know if you could do it another way. Alright, and while we've got it out, I'll do this bit, because that was triggering me a bit. Alright, cool. Boom, boom. Put that away. Put that away. That pipe can bloody stay in the... No, that's just asking for trouble, I think. Alright, so let's do this here. Alright. Boom. Nice. And we've done this dance before. We're going to need our other kit, which will... This alt... Like, you hold alt to free the mouse, by the way, for what I'm doing. So getting the mouse to do this, just like an MMO. Which we play lots of those here. Alright, iron sheets. Iron sheets. It was the welding torch, wasn't it? So... Boots. Alright, turn that off. What do we need? 4 cable coil. I'll piss them off. Alright, boom. Welding torch and plastic sheets. Where were the plastic? We only use them for these kit builds. Alright. Pull this out, turn that on. Boots. Cool. Pop that away. Did I turn that off? Yeah, I did. I just did it very fast. And then what does this want? Screwdriver. Alright. Boop. Cool. Can you search it when it's got no power? No, that's interesting. I like it. Alright. We won't need a data connection. What we will do is... Good. Yeah, yellow. Yeah, look, I'll just leave it all the way across. That's fine. I mean, if you didn't mind making kits of solar panels, and you don't mind doing a bit more labor, you could probably have one always sitting at that angle, build another one sitting at the other angle, build another one at the top. You know what I mean? So even though it's 3 panels, you'd potentially be getting sort of 1 panel's worth of charge. I mean, you got to pick your battles on where you want the loss of efficiency to be, because it's a one-man job and you're trying not to die. So like, you can only do so many things at once. All right, so let's do this. All right, we'll rig that in. Oops. Okay, rig that in. We're gonna wire strip that. It's not going to like that, but that's okay. No, we want the 3-way junction. Boom, like that. Well, you can turn off, but you can turn on, right? And now if we search, oh, there you go, active. But let's type vent. There you go, passive vent, right? That's what we want. And you can just see, it doesn't have any controls or anything like that. It's literally an out. Jeez, we're going through the food fast. It's actually kind of upsetting. And then what do we got here? It just requires 3 iron. Cool. Alright. Alright, well, let's go eat a protein bar or bloody whatever it is. I guess I'm only eating half at a time. Did I finish that other bar? I did too. Well, let's eat that whole bar and then we'll take one for, you know, snacky poos. We'll keep that there for later. We're getting towards the end now, but... Alright, so if you pull this, it's a manual release, and it should dump... Oh, I think do you have to give it power? There you go. It dumps all the materials inside it. So we'll go iron ingot, pop that in there. Passive vent, we only want the one, we might have to turn it off. Like, will it just do this forever? I can't remember. It will. Let's just turn it off. Alright. Cool. And so essentially we're going to plonk that inside this room that's going to exist at some point. So, yeah. Alright, team. Thanks again for joining me for another episode. Again, let me know what you reckon, because I would love to play this. I've obviously got too many games to play at any given time. This gains traction, so there's a lot of you, quite a little bunch that really enjoy this by the look of it. So, hey, and I'm happy with you lurking. That's fine. But if you have any questions or queries or anything like that, you're more than welcome to have a chat, chuck a comment up and that. I'm happy to try and address it. Alright, team, we might just leave it there and I'll catch you guys on the next one.